morning guys. So this week's video is gonna be a little bit different as I'm gonna be doing more of a vlog style, kind of showing you guys what I'm doing for my current training program right now. I'm actually currently training to compete in the first ever USA SUP National Championships. That's gonna be taking place in California in the first part of November. So right now I'm currently towards like the middle-ish peak or the middle-ish part of my training program right now, prepping for this competition. Now it will be 3 days of competitions with focus on sprints, long distance, and also tech racing. And so I'm actually going to focus most of my training currently right now is for the 10K distance race. But I simply just want to show you guys what I'm doing with my on the water training and off the water training. And yeah, hope it's interesting for you guys. So let's head out to the beach and get this first session underway. All right, so starting off this week's workout program, I'm actually doing a longer hard paddle session today, and then the rest of the week I'm going to taper off into some easier paddles with maybe one more session at a little bit harder pace but at a shorter distance. So anyways, today I'm going to be paddling for 3K at an easy pace of zone 2 to get warmed up. I'm going to be doing a 1K paddle at a hard pace or towards my 10K race pace. I'm going to be doing 2K rest again in my zone 2, and then picking the pace up once again back up to my race pace for another 1K. I'm gonna do a 1K rest again in my zone 1, and then another 1K in my race pace, and I'm gonna end things out with another 1K to 2K rest to end things out for a nice cool down paddle. So should be a nice long distance paddle today. Today we have a little bit of wind on the water today, probably between 10 to 12 knots. Not too bad right here, but once I get around the corner for part of my paddle today, it'll be a little bit breezier over there. So I'm gonna do my best to keep my heart rate low and calm until I pick it up for my harder pace and my race day pace for that 1K. So should be a fun session today. Let's go out on the water and get the session underway. Whew, what a good workout today. Probably saw from the video that the conditions were a little bit choppy, especially at first. The first 3K was just a nice easy paddle pace. It was a little challenging to keep my heart rate low because of all the wind and chop I was having to paddle against upwind for the first 3K. But I turned around and came back for another K with the wind, but up current for 1K. And then, yeah, the next, 2K after that was up current still. Then my next 1K race pace again was up current. Then come back at another session of zone 2 with one more down current upwind race pace. So you see from my stats right here, pop those on the screen for you guys. They're definitely not fast paces today. You can kind of see it's like coming downwind and going up current. They kind of even each other out in terms of how strong the current was and how strong the wind was. So it's still kind of a slower pace for me. But you can really see when I went up current for my faster pace, race pace again, my time was a little slower because that current was pretty decent and the wind was kind of dying down behind me, so I wasn't getting much push from the wind. Then coming back, I paddle against the wind again, and then with the current, or up against the wind, and then with the current, and my time was a little better again. So overall, I mean, you can't ask always for like perfectly calm conditions in order to get like super exact times. So I just did what I could today with today's conditions. They'll still have some improvement to go in terms of getting my pacing down to 6 minutes flat or under, because that's what I need to be in order to be paddling 10K underneath an hour. So I'm continuing to work on that. But that's it for today's workout. I'm not doing a strength training workout today because on these longer paddle session days, I burn a lot of calories. And so I like to keep it mostly focused on the paddleboard workout and these longer paddle sessions. And then tomorrow when I do a recovery paddle, I'll also do a strength training exercise as well. So, catch you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to day 2 of this week's training program. I headed back out in the water once again for a nice, easy zone 2 paddle. Keep my heart rate nice and low for 1 hour. Then this afternoon, I head back to the house, or I'll be back at my house for a nice strength training program also. But this morning for today's paddle session, I'm actually doing things a little bit different in terms of camera-wise. I'm using my 360 camera here on top of my head, actually to give you guys a better angle on top of my head, but also make it easier for me to be turning my camera on and off. As I have found, like yesterday, when I have my camera at the front of my paddleboard here, it's a little bit hard for me having to pause my workout because I have to put things on pause. I reach forward trying to start and stop my camera at the front of my paddleboard. So in order to help me have a more successful and more accurate workout, it's easier for me to have a camera where it's closer for me to reach and turn things on and off. So we'll get things to try, put it on top of my head this morning and see how it looks. But let's head out for today's paddleboard session. So we've got a nice little breezy morning again today. It's not too bad where I'm paddling at right here. I've got some protection from the land from the wind. But around the corner up there, it definitely picks up to around 10, 12 knots of wind around that corner. So I'll go check it out and I'll decide whether I want to paddle into the wind today for my easy paddle or not, or if I just want to keep things over here where it's a little more chill. But where I'm paddling out here, this part of the Bay of La Paz, there's actually some good currents going through this area as it's technically not open ocean in this part of the bay. So with that, the water kind of flows in and out of this bay here, so the currents are a little bit stronger in this section of the bay. So today, we got a little bit of current once again that's going the opposite direction of the wind. So right now I'm kind of paddling with the current, and then the wind is pushing in front of me as well. So this is the condition we're working with again today. Can't complain though, it's another beautiful day here in La Paz. Sun's shining, got a nice breeze, helping me stay cooler in this more intense heat right now in the summertime here in La Paz. So life's good. All right, so looks like around this corner, the breeze is definitely a little bit stronger. I can see a little bit of white caps out there. So I think today, in order to keep things more chill and more calm for this recovery paddle, I want to stay on this side of the bay where it's a little bit more protected and a little stronger winds. You know they are fun to play with. Woo! And time. Finish. That bad boy. Woo, and a great paddle session. You guys now gonna enjoy this lovely, terrible angle of me right now. But if I hold my camera up out into the wind, all you're gonna hear is in the microphone. So right now you can enjoy this lovely angle of my face from down below. But I had a great paddle session this morning on the water. Yeah, I feel super refreshed right now after that hour paddle at a nice easy pace, keep my heart rate in zone 2. So now I'm gonna head back, get a nice smoothing and some nutrients back in my body, and I'll see you guys this afternoon for our strength training session. Catch you then. All right, time to get this afternoon's strength training session started, which can involve 10 minutes of abs and then 30 minutes of back and arms. And have nothing really fancy set up, just a yoga mat on the ground along with some free weights, and that's all I need for today's strength training session. So without further ado, let's get this underway. we are out here once again on the water for another 1 hour zone 2 paddle session. Keeping things chill once again. Work on aerobic conditioning and paddle economy. So once again, I do a lot of these sessions throughout the week. As a good rule of thumb by many professionals that they recommend is 80% easier workouts or aerobic conditioning workouts, and then around 20% of anaerobic or threshold training workouts. So I try to kind of keep to that rule of thumb as well. Make sure I do a good amount or a large chunk of my training of just easy aerobic conditioning, creating that good solid base for my conditioning training to work from, as well as does improve my threshold training also. So today here in La Paz, we got nice, super calm conditions, little to no breeze. It was nice, the glassy conditions on the water, but not so nice for the heat. I can already tell without that breeze, I'm gonna be a sweaty mess today, even paddling at a super chill pace. But nonetheless, still gonna be a great day on the water here. Hope you guys enjoy the views as I paddle along here. I'm gonna do this 1 hour paddle session, and then at the end, I'm gonna do a little bit of technical training, working a little bit on my pivot turns, and maybe do just a few simple beach starts to work on those as well. So pretty chill day today here on the water, and I'm gonna keep on paddling here. And time. Another hour session complete. All right, now that we've wrapped up the workout portion of today's paddle session, it's time to have a little bit of fun with some tech training. We're gonna do some pivot turns as well as some beach starts, as I have yet to do any kind of beach starts training with this paddleboard. So I'm gonna do a few of those runs from the beach, just get a feel for how this board handles, with how it goes for me running into the water for a sprint start. So it should be a fun little session. Let's get after it. Solid workout. See you guys in the morning. Another day, another paddle. Back out here again to crush out another paddleboard workout session. Today's session is going to be about 40 minutes in my zone 2 at a nice easy pace, working on my aerobic training once again. And then the second half of this workout, I'm actually doing an anaerobic training focused on my zone 4. So basically what I'm going to be doing is 2 by 2. So I'm going to do 2 minutes on at a hard pace, basically the hardest pace that I can maintain for those full 2 minutes. Then 2 minutes of rest, then 2 minutes back in again at a hard pace. I'm gonna do that full rotation 5 times today. So it's definitely be a good workout today, focused on that, as I said, anaerobic training. Definitely gonna be another hot, sweaty day again, but it's life here in Baja. So let's head out for today's paddle session. right, just a few minutes left now. So we'll do the hard zone 4 paddles. It's really hard to talk with this GoPro in my mouth. Whew. Whew. I'm tired. Oh. A solid workout. All right, time to do a cool down paddle now. I'm gonna heart rate back down, finish out this workout. Whew. No strength training today, just a paddle. So I'll see you guys mañana. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the last workout for this week. As you can probably tell, I'm not in the water this morning. Main reason for that is last night our AC unit in our bedroom decided to stop working. So in the middle of the night, it was like mid 80 degrees in our bedroom. My wife and I are like, we can't do this. And so I had to pull our mattress from our bedroom and put it in our living room with our 5-month-old daughter beside us, just to keep us cool last night. But during that process, definitely tweaked a little something in my lower back, upper hip area. So I didn't want to push it today by trying to paddle and put some force on that. So this morning I'm just doing a nice, chill, easy 6K run, which is hard to do when it's so hot out here. Normally on these days as well, this last day of training, I like to get one last full body exercise in before I move into my weekend. I've taken 2 days off. But since I took my back a little bit last night, I'm not gonna do a workout today and risk causing more damage to my lower back muscles, which will just hinder or almost ruin some of my weeks of training to come. So I'm not gonna risk it and take things easy today, protect my lower back, and just enjoy this last run before take some days off for the weekend. Whew. Whew. That wraps up the last workout of this week. Good little run. Not quite as chill as I want it to be with this heat. This hot heat makes it a little challenging to keep the heart rate a little lower. But I did the best I could. Spikes a little bit high at the beginning when I was talking to you guys the first time. Is what it is, but overall, maintains somewhat of a lower heart rate. So I hope you guys enjoy this vlog this week, something a little different from me. I hope you guys maybe learned something from just my personal training right now. And I'm not gonna say my way is the one and only way, it's what I'm currently doing for my training. We also have some very exciting stuff coming up very soon, where I share some exciting news about someone coming on board to help me with my training as well. So I recognize that, you know, I've learned a lot from my training. There's still a lot of areas I can improve in. So I've actually helped someone who is actually a professional to help me with my training. So stay tuned for those videos coming up very soon, where I share about this person helping out in my training and what that looks like. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next video.